Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a very special reading vlog. So I'll get into that in a second. But first of all, I feel like it's been forever since I filmed a sitting down video like this one. I have been so busy. I just had a math exam actually, which went okay, it was fine, but I was so stressed out and studying so much for it that I didn't do any reading for like 3 days. I almost just shut down and was just focusing on studying. But anyways, it's done now. So hello, welcome to a reading vlog. So like I said, this reading vlog is very special because this week is actually the Trans Right Readathon, and I decided to participate because why not? And I also wanted to do a reading vlog for it because I thought it would be fun to document the books I'm going to be reading. So if you don't know about the Trans Right Readathon, I'm going to try and explain it as best as I can. I'm the worst at explaining stuff. For a full week, they're encouraging people to read books by trans authors or books that includes trans characters, and while doing that, if you are able to, you're allowed to donate to a charity that supports trans rights. So obviously sounds exciting and such a fun thing to do too, not only to support but just to be like a community. Everybody's reading books for the readathon, and I think that's so exciting. It's just very community type feeling, if that makes sense. I wanted to participate to show my support as an ally to the trans community and to also read wonderful books, hopefully. But I did hear excellent things about the 4 books on my TBR. So let's get into those. Now, if you know me at all, if you watch one of my videos, you know that I don't know what the books are about. So that is the case with these books. Basically, I had a few books on my shelves that were written by trans authors or included trans characters, and then I also looked at some recommendations on BookTok and Bookstagram. So I came up with 4 books and we're just going to talk about them really quickly. So the first book is actually a book that I have bought at least a year ago, and I mainly bought it because of the cover, because I think it's a gorgeous cover, and ever since I got it I found out that it's actually a fair folk book. I'm still not familiar with the terms for that world, but that book is A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. And this book, I believe, includes a bunch of LGBTQ plus characters, including non-binary or trans characters, but we will find that out together when I read it. The tagline at the front says, "Nothing is more dangerous than a fairy tale." And like I said, the cover of this made it an automatic buy for me. I just haven't read it for some reason. Maybe just the length intimidated me a little bit because it is 500 pages. So, we'll see if I get to this one. Next book I have, this was the first book I bought when I joined BookTok over 2 years ago, and I still haven't read it. This was one of the first books, no, this was the first book that I saw recommended and that caught my eye enough to just go get it. And I have read one book from that author ever since, just not this one, and I don't know why. But the book I'm talking about is Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. I believe this, I'm pretty sure this has at least one trans character, but I could be mistaken because first time I heard about this book it was almost 3 years ago, but it was also in a bunch of lists for this readathon. So that's book number 2 that I'm hoping to pick up, because this vlog, I'm actually starting the readathon 2 days late. It's actually started last Monday, so 2 days ago, but today's Wednesday, but I had an exam today to focus on, so I focused on that. Now I'm filming the video and doing the readathon. So this video will last for 5 days, or until Monday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday, 6 days. We'll just be reading as much as possible. This next book is a book that I just heard about. It's actually 200 pages. So this will be a very quick read, but I've heard that even if it's very short, it's very phenomenal. So I think that's the one I'm going to start with. We'll see about that later, but this one's catching my eye a bit more. That is Pet by Akwaaki Emezi. I apologize very much if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. I didn't even say what the other ones were about. Basically, Cemetery Boy's thing, he tries to summon a ghost. Oh yeah, Yadriel has summoned a ghost and now he can't get rid of him. And like the ghost that he summons really wants to figure out what happened. I don't know about like if it's about how he died or just stuff that happened while he was alive. He wants to tie up some loose ends. So that's that. Then this one, let's see. For centuries, the 8 courts of folk have lived among us, concealed by magic and bound by law to do no harm to humans. This arrangement has long kept peace in the courts. Toronto? This takes place in Canada? It's pretty cool that it takes place in Toronto. Until a series of gruesome and ritualistic murders rocks the city of Toronto and threatens to expose fairies to the human world. 4 queer teens, each who hold a key piece of the truth behind these murders, must form a tenuous alliance in their effort to track down the mysterious killer behind these crimes. If they fail, they risk the destruction of the fairy and human worlds alike. If not bad enough, there's a war brewing between the mortal and immortal realms, and one of these teens is destined to tip the scales. The only question is which way. Wish them luck, they're going to need it. Like, part of me really wants to annotate this, but also part of me knows that if I annotate this, it's going to take me twice as long to read it, and I'm trying to read as much as possible this weekend, well, the next few days. So maybe I could just read it without annotating it, and then if I love it a lot, just go through it again later and annotate it. But yeah, that's this one. That looks good. That sounds amazing. Okay, back to Pet. So this, how do you share the truth when the world is in denial? There are no monsters anymore, or so the children in Lucille are taught. Jam and her best friend, Redemption, have grown up with the lesson that the city is safe for everyone. But when Jam meets Pet, a creature who some might call monstrous, but in reality is anything but, she must reconsider what she's been told. Pet has emerged from one of her mother's paintings to hunt a true monster, and the shadow of something grim lurks in Redemption's house. No one has encountered monsters in years, though, and Gem's quest to protect her best friend and uncover the truth is met with doubt and disbelief. This award-winning novel from a rising star author asks, what really makes a monster? And how do you save the world from something if no one will admit it exists? I'm starting with this one. I need to know what this, like, is this even, is it YA? So yeah, I think this is like fantasy, like fiction mixed with fantasy. Yeah, I'm starting with this one. It's gonna be a quick read, so we're gonna have a book done early on in this vlog. And the last book I have is a book. It's a cute romance, YA romance. These are all YA. I don't read YA as much as I used to, and this is weird that this vlog is all YA books. It's Meet Cute Diary by Emery Lee, and this is a queer story about Noah Ramirez. Honestly, I don't want to know too much about it. So yeah, there's a diary that gets exposed as a fiction book, and then there's fake dating between Drew and Noah. It sounds like it's gonna be like a super cute story, and also a quick read, because I read YA novels quicker, but I read cute romance YA novels even quicker. So this will be a quick read too. So these are the 4 books I'm gonna be reading, or attempting to read all of them till Monday, because you know it's 5 to 6 days, so we'll see how many of these I can actually read. But I have a good feeling I can read about 2, at least 2. As to like other plans that I have for the next few days, I have a presentation on Tuesday, so the day after I'm finishing this vlog. That is a bit stressing me out, but I'm also like kind of excited for it because it's a very useful presentation. I want to be a teacher later on in my life, and this presentation really like trains us in giving a presentation to a large group. So you know, it's a good presentation, but I'm still stressed because it's a presentation. So yeah, and then I have 2 written papers to submit next week. So you know, I'll be like working on those here and there during the weekend, but I think this vlog is gonna be mainly focused on reading, which is great. And now I've been filming this intro for almost 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go make food now, and then we're gonna go and start reading for this vlog. Happy Trans Rights readathon, everybody, and let me know what you ended up reading for the readathon. All right, dinner is here, and it's an attempt at a homemade patsu with chicken and broccoli. And I'll be watching Friends, as always. All right, I just finished eating. It's very good, but it doesn't beat Thai Express, which is the thing about fast food, but it was very good. Now, I'm gonna go grab my book, grab my editing supplies, and we're gonna start Pet together. And honestly, I'm just gonna read all night. And I might be able to finish it today. It's a very short book. So, I'm gonna start reading this and like set up my editing system and everything. I found these in my supplies, and they're like round, which I'm not really a fan of. I don't like, we'll see how they look. But if it bothers me that much, I can always like switch them eventually. But yeah, I'm gonna set up my editing system for this, and then we're gonna start reading. I'm honestly not sure what to put for the tab categories for this one. I'm definitely gonna do like take note of this, random stuff. Those are like my usuals. And then I'm gonna do like quotes. I feel like this book is gonna be really like impactful, so I can put like a tab for like anything that really like speaks to me or makes me feel a certain way. And then I think I'm gonna put a few extra ones just for anything else that I come across. It's written really in a like large font. I feel it is a YA book or middle grade. I still don't know. This is the only spot I can put the tabs on, because next is like the book that starts. So I'm gonna try to fit all the tabs I want to do on this page. Really see it, but I did random stuff, take note of this, questions, impactful, and quotes, and then I have 2 extra ones for anything that I want to tab but I don't have a category for. So let's start reading. Have I been scrolling on TikTok for the past hour? Yes. But I'm gonna get back to reading. So because of my little adventure on TikTok tonight, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this unless like I just like can't stop reading. But I did read a chapter, it's 20 pages. And I'm definitely like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm definitely intrigued, so I'm gonna keep going and just read as much as I can tonight and then keep going in the morning. Okay, so I owe you a little bit of an update. It's Thursday late after and I haven't been vlogging today. So basically I woke up late. Well, not late. Like I stayed in bed a bit longer than usual and I read a little bit. So I did read more than this. I'm now halfway through. I'm definitely gonna try and finish this tonight. Well, like in the next hour. But after I like woke up, read a little bit, had lunch, I decided I was gonna film some YouTube videos. So I filmed one of them. That one's fine, we're good. I was planning on doing like a from the top kind of video of me like writing my planner for April. I thought that would be a fun, cozy video, but without me knowing, first of all, the video filmed in slow motion. I guess I clicked the wrong button, but I don't know. But I also stopped recording after 2 minutes, and I was recording, or as I thought I was recording, for 30 minutes. My phone didn't have enough storage to keep recording, which happens. And usually it's like when I'm face to face with the camera like this, so I can see if it stops recording. But in this case, I did not see, and I just kept filming for 30 minutes. Oh no, it's snowing. Anyways, so for the rest of the day today, I have a class later, but it's online, so I get to stay here. That's how it's been going. A bit disappointed about the video because like, and it's not a type of video I can like refilmed because I would have done that. But it's like, I've written in pen in my planner, so I can't like erase pen and then like restart over. So I'm just gonna keep that video idea for May, I guess. I'm really disappointed. It was gonna be such a fun video, but it's okay. I'm not gonna let that bring me down too much. I'm gonna go sit down and do a bit more reading before I need to go to class. I'm making, oh, I forgot about this. I'm making a recipe for supper, and it's gonna be like a Mexican type of recipe, so I'm excited. Let's go read this book, because by the way, I'm liking this. It's hard to tell like when it's about. My sister asked me what this was about, and I was like, but basically like so far what's behind this book is what's happened. So as I was saying, this there's monsters in here, and monsters are like, I feel like higher ranked people, and then this town had angels. We're not sure what angel means yet. They had angels, but they still have them, but those people were able to like wipe the town of the monsters. And so ever since, kids and everybody else has been told that there are no more monsters in that town. So that's that. And then our main character, Jam, she accidentally touches with her blood her mom's painting, which kind of makes it come to life, and this creature comes out, and she's like, oh, that's a monster. And it goes from there, and it's definitely interesting. I don't know what's going on, and I like books like that. So far this is a pretty strong read, and it reads really quick. I'm just very intrigued like as to what the heck is going on. So yeah, I'm gonna go read some more. Okay, so I'm gonna make dinner in about an hour-ish. So I'm actually gonna try and finish Pet before I make dinner, which technically is possible. It's 100 pages and it reads really fast. Like the words are really, like it's like large print type. I will try. Then I'm gonna make dinner and I'll give you guys an update, and then it'll be my class. I don't know how to explain this book. Like, I finished it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think I need to like look up meanings behind this book, because up until like 75% of this book I didn't know what the whole meaning was, and then bam, it was like, it's about this. So now I'm feeling stupid. Was I supposed to like figure it out from the start, or was it a reveal? Like, I'm not I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna look up a few reviews and see what other people are saying. But like, yeah, this book is dark. It's like a fantasy twist on modern heartbreaking things. And I was totally wrong about like what monsters were. I was saying police and stuff because they mentioned it police. But I think like what makes a monster in this book is people that have done really bad things. I'm feeling so stupid because I don't know if this is what this book was supposed to be about. I feel like I need to look into it a bit more. But yeah, that's the way I see it. Like, the monsters are people that have done really bad things, and then there are angels who tries to get rid of them. And it's like the whole book was like a metaphor for something. I'm not gonna say what because I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. So first book done for the readathon. I'll try to talk more about it at the end of the vlog when I have more thoughts and I've slept on it. But now I'm gonna go make dinner. I'm hungry, and also I don't even know what time it is, so maybe I'm supposed to be getting ready for my class. I don't even know. Like, I genuinely feel stupid because I thought that monsters in this book was literal monsters. And I think that's the whole point of the book, saying that monsters don't always look like monsters. And let me just tell you, this book talks about, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's hard to like talk about it without spoiling it. But this book talks about a very serious subject matter involving kids, and the monster, I don't know, I can't not spoil it. But I think the whole point of the story is like, there's always gonna be bad people, and sometimes it can be very hard to see them because we maybe don't want to see them, and we don't want to see what bad things they do. And like, that's kind of what I'm taking from this story. And I feel stupid that I literally thought we were gonna be talking about actual monsters, like fantastical type monsters. Yeah, I really enjoyed the book. I think giving it a 4.5 stars. Yeah, and I think it's a middle grade book. Now that I've read it, like, I feel like it's really a middle grade, which is a really heavy subject matter for a middle grade book. I'm reading this at 24 and I'm like, like, it was a bit dark. I think I'm gonna read that next. Okay, so I'll be starting Cemetery Boys tonight, and I don't know much about this one, except that it revolves around ghosts, I think. And at least one of our characters is trans, so I'm excited to see what this is about. And I've had that book for almost 3 years, and I know that it's amazing and that people love it, but I never picked it up for some reason. Maybe it was just like high up on the shelf, I just never saw it. But anyways, we're reading it right now. It's finally happening. We're finally reading. So I've read 2 chapters of Cemetery Boys, and it's already hard to read. In like, not, book itself is not hard to read, like, I'm liking it, but the story, like, first of all, it's like a fantasy type book. There's magic involved, and our main character, Yadriel, is trans. He's a trans boy, and most of his family don't approve of that, and they still call him by either his dead name, or they'll use she, her pronouns, or just female pronouns. And there's even somebody that like Yadriel was like, my name's Yadriel. You know, am I even pronouncing his name wrong? Right? I don't know, but he was like, my name's Yadriel. And she was like, oh, sorry, Yadriel. And then she said something in Spanish, which was translated to us in the book. Meant, but you'll always be my little girl. And like, it was such like a moment of like the book described it really well. Like, Yadriel just felt like hopeful when she apologized and called him by his real name, but then when she said that, he said like hope, my hope just like left. And I thought that was really heartbreaking, and I'm only 2 chapters in. But yeah, that's where I'm at in the book. Basically right now, he wants to prove to his family that he is a boy, because they don't understand that. And to do that, he's going to show them that he's actually a brujo. I'm not saying that well. I'll look it up tomorrow how you're supposed to pronounce it. But basically, it's the Spanish word for like sorcerer, or like male witch, or like male, a boy that practices magic and stuff. And then we have a bruja, which is the female, like a witch, a female sorcerer or sorceress. There was this time with his mom that his mom just tried to like get him to do like a female type of magic, because I think like both types of like brujo and bruja, they both have a like certain type of magic, and his mom like tried to get him to try a female type magic, and it like backfired. It didn't work, and that's how his mom like figured it out. And now his mom is gone. She has passed away, and so like he doesn't have a big like support group. So yeah, he's gonna go on the quest and try to prove to everybody that he is a sorcerer, aka a boy. So I'm interested and I'm invested already, but I'm kind of tired, so I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the night and go to sleep. And I have a morning class, which I'm not happy about. It's actually my favorite class, so too bad. I just don't want to wake up early. Okay, I just wanted to update real quick before I film a video. I'm about to film a video for my reading journal, so I'm gonna like journal but make it on camera, which is gonna be fun. But yeah, after that I'm gonna come back with like reading updates, whatever ish updates I have for this vlog. I'm about to journal. I'll show you guys the results after I'm done. I'm not the best at journaling, but hopefully my spreads turn out good. Okay, this is a mess. I just finished filming my video, but let me show you really quickly the spreads I did. I don't know how I feel about them, but so I like the Berserk one actually. Spike's Family one, I don't know, it's like plain but also kind of chaotic, so I don't know. I do like this one. This one I forgot to add the tabs, and there's no space for them now, so. And then this one, I feel like the tabs kind of helps to like fill the page and just add color. But yeah, that's what I did this afternoon. Now I gotta clean this up. And next I'm probably gonna edit videos or read, one of the two. I'm not doing any schoolwork today because it's Friday and I can stress about that over the weekend. Alright, so I'm about to edit a video. I also made homemade cookies, chocolate chip cookies. You can't see the chocolate chips, but they're in there. And I'm just gonna put a video on and just get some editing done. And then when I'm done with editing, I'm going to play a little bit of Zelda, because I've been seeing trailers for the second one coming out, Breath of the Wild 2, and I'm just really excited, but I never actually finished the first one, so I'm gonna like try my best to finish it before it comes out, which a bit impossible, but I'll do my best. Good morning, everybody. It's now Sunday morning. I have coffee brewing, I have a cookie for breakfast, and I'm about to play some Zelda in the morning, so while drinking my coffee. But plans for today, there's only today and tomorrow left to the Trans Readathon, aka this vlog, and obviously keep reading trans books after the readathon, but for the sake of this video, there's 2 more days left, so I need to get reading done because I didn't read since the last time I updated about reading, which I think was Friday or Thursday. I'm still 2 chapters into Cemetery Boys, and I'm still excited about it. I've been doing other things, like one, hanging out with my boyfriend because he's not here during the week, so during the weekends we spend time together. And then also I worked on one of those written papers I said I had, and I also filmed, edited, and posted a YouTube video. So, you know, I've been productive even though I wasn't reading. But so the plans for today, I'm going to sit down right now and play some Zelda and also drink my coffee. Then in the afternoon, I want to film at least 1 video for an upload this week, and I should also work a little bit on my projects because they are due at the end of this week. And of course, I'm gonna read as much as I can today. So that's the plan. I haven't been vlogging too much, but that's okay. Here we are on Sunday. But I'm gonna start the day by playing a cozy game called Zelda. Well, called Breath of the Wild. Alright, so I just spent the afternoon filming videos, and one of the videos actually Ariane, my sister, filmed with me, so that's gonna be such a fun video to post. I can't wait to get editing. And now we're actually gonna watch Sam and Colby's new video. We are Sam and Colby Stains here. So we're gonna watch that. And after that, I think I didn't do any reading yet. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I'm trying my best, but if I only read Pet for this whole vlog, it's fine. But yeah, I'll try to do some reading later eventually. I'm also gonna be eating dinner soon. And then work on some schoolwork, but you know, that's the update. And now we're gonna go watch some YouTube videos.
But I do have the Mortarian and the Conrad Kurz books.
I'm sorry.
Take a look at those. Oh, and Roll the Door.
I'm sorry, dude. I got it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the end of this vlog. I was about to apologize for this vlog being super chaotic, but also all of my vlogs are chaotic, so I would need to apologize every time. So let's just collectively know that my vlogs are chaotic. To end this video, I'm going to talk about the two books that I read for the Trans Readathon. The first one that I read on camera was Pet by Akwaeke Emezi. And by the way, I'm going to talk a lot more about these in my wrap-up. This needs to be a little bit of a quick wrap-up because I don't have a lot of battery in my phone. So, Pet. This is about this society where monsters are taken care of. They're not in society anymore, and they're taken care of by angels. Angels are these people, humans, that fought a lot to get those monsters out so that everybody could live in a safe society. Everything's fine until Jam, who is a trans girl, meets Pet, who at first seems a lot like a monster, and she's really scared. This took a very unexpected turn. It's kind of like your Jam. You are experiencing this with her, and like when she realizes what's happening, you realize it too. And it's definitely, I think this is a middle grade book. I still don't know. So like, if anyone wants to tell me, let me know. But it reads a lot like a middle grade, but deals with very heavy subjects. Honestly, like, I'm so scared that I didn't get the right message out of this book, but I think I did. I'm not great with like interpretations and just meaning of books unless somebody tells me and then it makes sense. That might make me stupid, but it's okay. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was a very quick read. I'm glad I read it. It's a super important read too. Basically, the moral of the story is that monsters might not look like monsters in society. They might look like totally normal people, and in the background they've done really bad things. I think I gave this book a 4.5, and that still stands. I really enjoyed it. Please read this book and look up trigger warnings before you do. After I finished Pet, I started Cemetery Boys, which I've only read 2 chapters of. I just didn't feel in the fantasy mood, but it's still on my coffee table. I'm gonna read it eventually, but I didn't finish it during this vlog. Instead, I went with a YA rom-com called Meet Cute Diary, and this was really cute. I read this in a day. Like, I read 300 pages of this in a day. The other 100 pages I read it like throughout a few days, but the rest of it in one day. This follows Noah. He's a trans boy, and he's going to a summer camp with his brother because his brother's working there, so like he's tagging along to like have a summer of fun before they move to California. And he's really like meet cute. He writes in this like diary, but online diary, so it's like a blog on Tumblr. He writes fake meet cutes, but he tells people that they're real, and the goal of that diary is to show people that trans people can also have happy endings, happy moments, and it's really wholesome diary. Things do take a turn though when somebody tries to confront the fact that the entries in diary are fake, which they are, but Noah doesn't want people to know that because he feels like if people think they're fake and if they know they're fake, then his whole like trans people can have happy stuff too kind of disappears. So he's fighting a lot to keep the diary real. Well, it's fake, but he doesn't want people to know that. So he starts fake dating this guy, Drew, and they post entries together of them as a couple, and it's really cute. And this also took an interesting turn because there is like a love triangle in this, and I was not expecting it, and I did not hate it. So yeah, my only complaint about this, but it's not really a complaint, it's more like a comment, is Noah is very hard to like at first. He does get a very amazing character development, but at first he's rude, he's entitled, and it pains me to say this because like I don't ever want to hate a main character, but this one was really hard to like. But it didn't take away from the book. I think it was a very bold move from Emery Lee to put a character that was not likable at first, and that just shows like nobody's perfect, everybody has flaws, even in books. So that's what I take away from that. But yeah, just a warning, if you don't like him at first, it's normal. I didn't either, but yeah, we do see him grow throughout the summer and figure out what he wants in life and how he wants to spend it, and it's very wholesome, and I really liked it. I did not annotate this one because I just wanted to read like a quick read covered in blankets, so I can't really do that when I'm annotating because then like I lose my pens and everything. But yeah, I definitely want to read, well, it's gonna come out in paperback soon, Cafe con Leche, or Leche, it's coming out in paperback soon, so I'm gonna go grab that soon because I want to read another book by Emery Lee. So these are the two books I have read this vlog. I did read Meet Cute Diary off camera, if I didn't mention that, but I did because I just wasn't motivated to pick up the camera, but I was motivated to read, so I just read. But yeah, both amazing reads. Oh, I rated Meet Cute Diary at 3.75. I really enjoyed both of these. I'm glad I read them, and I'm also so glad that I participated in this readathon because not only it's a very important cause with everything going on in the US right now as I'm filming this, it's actually heartbreaking, and I'm glad that I can show my support as a Canadian who is an ally. I'm gonna do my best to put a bunch of links down below that you can go click to support the trans community. If you can't donate, I'm sure there's a few petitions. I found one yesterday, so I'm gonna link it down below so you can go sign it. If you've made it to the end of the video, comment down this emoji. That way I'll know who made it to the end. Again, I have a bunch of links down below, not only my socials, but also a bunch of support links for the trans community. I will see you next time. I think that's all I have to say. Yeah? Bye.